Good morning and welcome. It is Sunday morning and I want to give you an update of what's coming on the 29th of the month and what's ahead for 4th of July. Get your tea, your coffee, grab your Evan Williams. Come on back. All right, welcome back, you guys. Still in my night clothes. Decided this video is so important that I decided just to jump in and get it done. All right, for whoever it was that recommended I change my screen, I did. I had that crackling fireplace going, and now the weather's going to turn hot. It had been cold here. I'm in northwestern Pennsylvania, and it has been unseasonably cool this spring, and we are in summer. So I just kept the fireplace going. And besides that, if you are a biker or a camper, we love that caveman TV, which is just sitting around a fire. And I happen to have had it on my TV. All right. Something a little more seasonal there. What are we going to talk about? We have a full moon coming up. If you hear that rattling and banging, that's Miss Maggie. She can't get behind me here in the kitchen. So she's over there rattling her dog food dish. The 29th, full moon. Those of you that are in the emergency medical care field, you know that the full moon is real. That it creates a little bit of chaotic behavior in some people. Shuffling the cards. I've already blessed them. Shuffling all my cards, just sitting down with you guys, just gonna yammer a little bit and talk about what's happening. Okay, that 29th also, that's a full strawberry moon. That means it's could be I guess it's gonna be a little on the pink side. And let's see what else. Oh, we are beginning Mercury retrograde. Everybody knows about Mercury retrograde. That's that guy that causes all that. Mercury, just causes all kinds of commotion. Let's see, and that will happen. That's going to happen for about 3 weeks. Mercury will remain retrograde for about 3 weeks. I hope this isn't out of sync too much for you guys, because I can see that what I'm recording is lagging. So I hope this kind of comes out in the wash for you guys. All right, Mercury retrograde. You guys have heard me talk about it quite a bit. You know that Mercury controls anything electronic. And I'm having issues today trying to get this video made. I can still see it lagging. I hope that's not an issue. I've been trying to correct some of the settings. But it could just be Mercury retrograde. If you are a Gemini or a Virgo, your ruling planet of your entire natal birth chart is ruled by Mercury. So I happen to be a Virgo, and I'm feeling it. Mercury is, I was going to say, sometimes he's just not my pal. So when Mercury is retrograde, do not send any nasty emails, because they'll go to the wrong person. Just make sure all of your correspondence is correct. Mercury controls, he's the winged messenger, remember? Any kind of messages. So that can get a little chaotic and out of whack. Don't sign any contracts while Mercury is retrograde. Wait. If your contractual process started before Mercury retrograde, you're okay, but do not initiate any contracts, anything new during Mercury retrograde. Wait that 3 weeks, and I do believe it goes direct around the 20th of July. I'll look that up for you guys so we know. But yeah, get ready for that too. And we are going to be rolling into 4th of July. Oh, let me get the flashlight set up while we're talking. 4th of July is coming up. It is all right, Spirit, I welcome you into the light. Can you let me feel you? There we go. Can I get one more time? Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, let's get that out here. 4th of July. Now, this is a really big one for us in this country. 250 years. So other countries might take this opportunity to launch an attack on us. Spirit on the light, can you give me a wink or blink back there? Let me know if I have that adjusted correctly. Yeah, the energy of my kitchen just isn't perfect for that light. It had taken me years to create the energy in my office, so full of light, just a wonderful uplifting feeling. I can see a little fluctuation back there. Let's go ahead and adjust it a little more. Oh, I think you're all right. Are you all right? I'm not all right. I am not all right. Not enough coffee this morning. Welcome into Tina's Coffee Talk. All right, let's give that a shot. All right, Spirit on the light. I welcome you in, only beings of the light, my spirit guides, guardian angels, and ascended masters. Only beings of the light are allowed in my home. All right, Spirit on the light, can I get you to give me a wink or blink, please? Let me know that you're there. Oh, wow. Thank you. Wow. Okay, I think I got it. Woo. 4th of July can be volatile, not just in our country. Any place that we have Americans gathered outside of our country could be a bit risky. We are, I don't know if the World Cup soccer series is going to be over by the 4th of July. I will have to look that up for you guys also, or let me know in the comments, would you please? If you hear me thank you, Spirit. If you hear me give some dates that are inaccurate, go ahead and correct me. Let me know down in the comments. Your comments help so much keeping me in the algorithm. So thank you. Keep that shit up. So the 4th of July could be a bit dangerous. Now, if you're going to Billy Bob's or Kimmy Sue's 4th of July party, you're going to be okay. Now, there could be some squabbles. It's already happening. The energy is already heating up. I mentioned to you guys in a couple of other videos that I became a Karen in the last week. Somebody asked, what's a Karen? I'm surprised you don't know. Karen is something that came out, was a nickname during COVID, when people were getting in each other's faces and screaming at them and going to turn them in for having visitors. Remember all that Karen stuff back then? Well, I turned into a Karen. I was invited to a picnic, a party, just a little get-together, not the usual rowdy kind of parties I'm used to, being a biker back here. Harley's my first love. The host at the party kept interrupting me and making fun of what I was saying. Now, I wasn't talking about any of this metaphysical stuff because most of my friends don't even fucking understand it. But it was just social stuff that we were talking about, and he kept stopping me and interrupting me and stopping me and interrupting me. And finally, I had enough. And I spoke up. Now, when you live in love and light, you do not have to allow people to mistreat you. Jesus upturned the tables because he did not like the way the money changers were treating people. Just the fact they were changing money, that was bad enough. So I kind of opened my mouth and I kind of told him off a little bit. So yeah, I became a Karen. But and it's not in my defense. I should have been able to control it anyway. Okay? I pride myself on my strength and control. Those of you know that I'm a power lifter. Grandma's still a power lifter. Control, control, control. But yet I told him off. Yep, I did. The coming energy that's getting ready to happen is building, and I'm an empath. I feel it ahead of you guys. I know what's coming. So I kind of felt that pressure of this heat that is coming from the 29th till about the 6th of July. Because that 4th of July energy will run until about the 6th, a couple days afterwards. So get yourselves braced and ready for that. It's coming. It's coming. So we could very well have some calamity happen around the world, around the globe, or right here in our own backyards. Yeah, I just got out of bed. Good morning. We could have some calamity in our own backyards over the 4th of July. Now, what and not just me, but other psychics and mediums, other astrologers are seeing this energy coming. Thank you, Spirit, on the light. So be prepared for it. It doesn't have to be a world calamity. I made my own calamity becoming a Karen. I did. I went back and apologized for being rude to my host. He proceeded to insult me again. I explained to him, of course, he's actually a neighbor, and you guys might look, the planetary alignments are such right now that you might be feeling some stress with your neighbors also. So thank you, Spirit. On or off, either way. So you guys get ready for that. And you know what? Take my example, and if somebody pushes your buttons, leave, walk away, be polite, don't turn into a Karen. You don't have to insult your host. It didn't sink in. Trust me, this human being was so dense that my apology, he didn't understand what I was apologizing for. Yeah. All right. Enough about me. Let's see what else is going on around your world. All right, what else is going on? One of the things I wanted to talk about was out west there is wildfires consuming thousands of acres and flooding. Now, here's what I want you guys to know, and most of you that follow me already are ahead of the game. Those wildfires and that flooding is because they are manipulating our weather. Absolutely. You've heard me talk about the chemtrails. And I have to be careful what I say because if it's controversial at all, they kind of slide my videos to the back of the pile and you guys don't see me. So we do have wildfires, flooding going on. People, send your prayers out there. Prayer works. It's energy. Everything is energy. That rolling pin has energy. The wood has energy that if I were to put a match to it and catch it on fire, that energy. It's stored energy. It burns. So everything has energy. The steel, that happens to be a bit for a horse's mouth out of a bridle. And that steel carries energy. Everything has energy. You and I are energy. Now, the amazing thing about energy is you cannot create new energy and you cannot destroy energy. It can only change forms. Okay? So those of you that are missing some loved ones on this holiday weekend, they're with us. They just changed forms, okay? So we've got wildfires and we have flooding. Let's go ahead and send our prayers out there. If you are financially inclined and able, sending something monetary would help. Mercury 1 is a safe place. That is a charity that is run by Glenn Beck. It is absolutely safe. Let's see. Hold off on the big ones like the Salvation Army, Red Cross. A lot of the money goes to administrative, but make sure you check where you send your donations. All right, what else? Oh, the World Cup. That soccer thing that's going on here in the United States. Man, how freaking cool is that? Those people are coming over here and learning what our country's like for themselves, firsthand. And they love it here. They see the freedoms we have. Now, one of the biggest things that they mention, okay, we're talking about Scotland. Let's see who else. That's a big country that's big over here in the World Cup. Norway, the Vikings, obviously. And one of the things they happen to talk about is how nice it feels here. How everything is just, it has a different, lighter feeling. Well, let me tell you what that's about. Their countries over there go back way longer than we have been over here in the United States, our ancestors. And there has been a lot of tragedy over in Scotland and over the many millennia. And that energy still remains. So there's all kinds of haunted castles over there, whether it's England, Scotland, Ireland. There were French revolutions coming from France. There was beheadings. There was such horrible wars. So that is, wow. As I'm talking, you cannot make this crap up. Woo! I have been allowing the cards to jump. Absolutely validating everything that I'm talking about too. I'll get to that in a moment. Change, absolutely, change is coming. So the World Cup, and isn't it, you're hearing them singing Country Roads Take Me Home. They love our country music. They are singing our national anthem. We have boneheads taking a fucking knee during the national anthem in our country. And those people from other countries are coming here and going, wow, how great. This is terrific. We'll sing with you. All right. Anyway, F-bomb alert there. So what else is happening? Let me take a quick peek here. All right. That might be just all the more. I go ahead and talk about current affairs. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for us. One of the other things coming up too, I mentioned about the planets setting up so that things do become heated. Next week is going to become actually the week of the 4th, the week prior to the 4th. And going into the 4th, we are going to have record-breaking high temperatures, especially in the part of the country that I'm in, northwestern Pennsylvania. We are going to have high 90s. So they need to quit playing with the weather. Just that simple. Old Gil Bates needs to go find another planet and quit playing with this one. He's trying to kill the cows. That's what part of the dropping his ticks. He's trying to hurt and weaken us so we don't eat the cows. You know what? cows are a big source of protein. And Gil Bates does not want us to be strong. All right. Let's see what is happening. As I was talking earlier about the doom and the gloom, kind of, you know, shit's going to happen, bombs could go off over the 4th of July weekend. Look what came up. The death card. Very rarely does that mean physical death. It means transformation. That's absolutely what's going to happen. Huge transformation coming. We are setting up planetarily that things have not been in this alignment for, first off, 84 years. And I believe that's Saturn, Uranus, and a couple other planets lined up. And every 84 years, we have a cycle that comes around. We have also not seen a lot of this energy since 250 years ago, when our country was founded. Ooh, what happened back then? A revolution? Yeah. Well, this card in this case actually speaks about some physical death. You heard me mention that there could be a threat of violence. They are planning another 911 type event. They are planning on that big a catastrophe. We have to be very diligent and watch and keep our eyes open. So that physical death that might come is only a tiny piece of this card, but what it speaks loudly of is that transformation where, yeah, things are going to change. I mentioned to you that 5 when it came up. 5s always speak of change. This particular 5 looks like there's been some kind of squabble going on, right? You have to debate things. Do you think the founding fathers, when they sat down to sign the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, agreed to all of that stuff at first? No. There was some arguments. There was back and forth play. All right, let's do this. No, let's not do that. All right? So, transformation never comes without change. Bam, they go hand in hand together. All right. Then the Fool card jumped out. That came next. Now, the Fool and the Death card. Now, we just talked about death being kind of be a completion or transformation, moving on to something better. The Fool card is not about being made a fool. A lot of you think that if you're learning your own tarot, that's not about somebody cheating on you or you being a fool. The Fool card is somebody so brand new and naive, they're still learning. Just a little bit ignorant about the world, okay? See that 0 over his head? It's actually the first card in the tarot deck. This is where the beginning of a soul starts. He's brand new. However, this means regeneration, something new coming. Things beginning anew. Now, one of the things you guys have been hounding me about has been, Tina, I'm seeing shadows. Tina, I think I'm hearing knocks on the door. Tina, I'm a little dizzy once in a while. Tina, let's see what else. My ears ring. Mine are ringing right now. That's why it came on my mind. All of these things are signs of your spiritual ascension, about you becoming a better person, about your soul becoming elevated. It's also, let's see, I want to show you this card. So it's a time frame when spiritually you're going to grow and develop. So for a lot of you, it's your intuition. So you're seeing, hearing, and smelling things. I smell roses. Is that my aunt? Yes. So your own personal, you wouldn't be following me if you didn't have an interest in this. If something wasn't leading you to get a little bit of guidance from somebody that, trust me, I am as unconventional a psychic medium as you're going to find. And I have really had to bumblefuck my way through this to learn how I am supposed to do it. I am not a Teresa Caputo. You're not going to see that high hair. You're not going to see those nails. She's very gifted though, okay. So we have the High Priestess, and that is a card that speaks of intuition. Bam. So some of you are going to be ramping up on your intuition. Let me stop right here and go ahead and thank you guys. I have reached monetization over at YouTube, and I am now able to receive super chats, super thanks. If you want to send me a monetary gift over there, you can do it right at YouTube. So thank you guys for that. Next card. There it is. Happily ever after. Celebration. The 10 of Cups. It's the end of a cycle. The beginning of prosperity. A lot of you are going to maybe take what I say to heart a little too much and be a little bit fearful, and you know, there might be bombs. Stay out of big venues, okay? Don't go to big venues. Like I said, if you're going to Kimmy Sue's party, you should be fine. I would not go into a stadium. I would not go into a stadium. But the celebrations are going to happen. We're in the 4th. There's that family under there dancing, and that, if you take a look at those cups over their head, it almost looks like fireworks. So that's the celebration. And it is a time to come together with family. Teach your children how to be polite. Back in my day, when I raised my kids, I don't know how to tell you guys this, but an old-fashioned paddling never hurt them. My sons have never had any drug problems. They've never been arrested. Old-fashioned, teach your children. Teach your children to be polite. There are groups of young people just going around the country or different locations in the country, just wreaking havoc on nice stuff. I just saw a video where these kids tore up a golf course. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of golf course. They were riding bikes, electric bikes, and tore up the greens and the golf courses. We're seeing children in, I call them children, in malls and shopping centers, just raiding and looting. Teach your children. You know what? I raised my kids according to what the times were. And you were allowed to turn your child over your knee. You still are. Do it correctly. All right. Let's see what else is coming. Ooh, wow. Validation of the death card. Second death. Coming up. Wow. And that was the first card out of the last deck also, the death card. Another 10. Again, the end of a cycle for some of you, a lot of you. Putting something down that no longer serves. For a lot of you, you're just not going to be confined to home anymore. COVID ruined all of us. There's a lot of places and businesses that have never returned to the way things used to be. One being bars and taverns. It used to be throughout the country, you had last call at Pennsylvania, it was 2 o'clock. Ohio, it was 2:30 a.m. Other states, 3 and 4 a.m. Bars where, would stay open until those hours. It's very hard to find a bar that stays open past 10 or 11 o'clock now. People do not go out. Wow. All right, hang on. We've got the Lover's card. Now, this volatile time that's happening could destroy some relationships. The Lover's card is something karmic that's meant to happen. This relationship may have just been built on half-truths, some lies, some fictions. If you're dealing with somebody that's been that way with you, this might be the time that... Hello, Miss Maggie. Where are you going? Did you just find out we have a window? Yeah, look. How about that? Oh my goodness, my girl's looking out the window. So you just may have a volatile moment with somebody that you are partnered with. This can be business partnerships falling apart. There's going to be a lot of marriages. If your marriage was already on the rocks prior to this 4th of July week that's going to be coming up, bringing all this hell and high water, it could break up now. If you don't have an issue happening, you're good. You're gold. Don't worry about it. So we've got the Lover's card there. All right, I will pull. Oh my goodness. I will pull. I was going to say a couple more. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? All right. We have the Chariot card. Now take a look at that card. All right, let me see if let me get my arm out here where you can see the Harley Davidson bar and shield under my card here. Oh, by the way, Harley, if you follow me, Grandma wears a size fat boy. Okay. The Chariot card is kind of meant to take us in, say we are headed the right direction. And chariots move fast. And they usually, chariots, if you remember the movies, Ben-Hur, and let me think, who played in that? Charlton Heston when I was a kid. The chariot came into the Colosseum just fast, and it came in at a high rate of speed, and it was kind of showy because those guys were going to go off to battle eventually. But that Chariot card is about us moving forward and heading the right direction. Now, last but not least, this was a simple little Queen of Swords. You guys are looking for your own personal truth. She's carrying the sword of truth. Now, the swords are also the mind, being up in your head. So for some of you, you're going to get the answers you need. They're going to come to the surface, a situation you may have been dealing with. But there may be a little battle coming. If you notice in this particular card, the ground down there past her feet is red. So there has been some battle there. However, it speaks about the battle being over and us claiming our truth. All right, there you have it, you guys. Just wanted to give you a little bit of an update of what to expect for the holiday weekend, next weekend, what's coming with the full moon on the 29th, Mercury retrograde beginning on the 29th. Could get interesting. Get your popcorn. Get ready. All right, you guys. Those of you that follow me, please hit that like and subscribe button. And know, absolutely know, that I always send you love and light. See you soon.